designers, welcome to J.Shavone Design Studios. I am Lady J, and so if you are interested in understanding how can I prepare to set up a children's book, first of all, you want to know what size children's book you would like to use. Today, I am going to walk you through parts of the square children's book. So I've done this before. So in Canva, I'm going to go to Create, and I am going to go to my custom size. Now, I already have a history of the 8.5 by 8.5 inches in my Canva history, so I could just automatically select it. But if you are doing this from the beginning, you may not have these sizes saved. So that means here you would need to type it in 8.5 by the height 8.5 and change the units from pixels to inches, right? However, I'm not going to do that because I already have it saved 8.5 by 8.5. And then here is my square cover, right? And then you also want to know how long your children's book is going to be. I know from my research that this particular 8.5 by 8.5 needs to be 26 pages. So what I could do is to get my 26 pages, I can go up here and I could either add extra pages or continue to duplicate the page. This is how you would add on additional pages in Canva. And if you wanted to, let's move this out of the way. If you wanted to kind of see your pages, you could see them here, and then you could add as well, just like this, until you get to 26. But in this video, we're not going to go all the way to 26 because I want to give you some ideas on what can I do for my cover. So let's go back to this main square here. Our first square is so much you can do in Canva. Canva has the elements that you could use. You could also use magic media. So assuming you already know what your children's book is going to be about, you can use magic media and describe a scene, and then you would take that scene and put it here. Let's just say I've actually have something I wanted to show you, which is my end product. There's a children's book I'm working on. It's about a stepmom and her daughter, right? Let's go ahead and put together what a cover could look like. I want to think about where they're going to be sitting, right? So I can use my elements and I could say living room background. That was a recent search for me. I could do see all. You want to think about the design of your book, if it's going to be realistic or if it's going to be cartoon-like. Many of these look very realistic, so I want to go back and I probably want to change this up because I really want graphics. So living room background, and then let's do graphics. Okay, you see a little difference here. So how about, here's a living room here. Keep in mind when you use Canva elements, I want you to do your research because you have some here that are premium and then you have the free ones. So do your research on how you can implement each of those into your project. Let's pick this background here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drag it across, make it bigger. For example, maybe I just want to use just this particular portion. Not sure that I actually like this one, but for the sake of showing you how to do it, let's go ahead and use this one. So now what is going to happen? Do I want to add some type of furniture in the background? You can stack elements. So, but the thing about it is you want to make sure there's matching. So with that being said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and delete this one because I see something else. Let's look at this one here. Okay. Let's go ahead and use this as a background. Let's make this a little bit bigger. All right. Maybe they're in some type of, what do you call those? Like a time capsule when you go away, a cabin. Hey, maybe you wanted to add some elements related to a table or something. What could be happening in this location? So there's a table right there, right? What else may you want to add? Maybe you might want to add this in the background, right? Your cover can look however you would like it to. And maybe you're thinking, I don't want this to be my cover. I want this to be an inside page, and that's okay. But I just want you to know how easily you can stack elements. Look at this. This is a couch. Now, this is cool. You can put a couch in there. Let's move that. Oh, things are not. And then this couch looks a little realistic. I don't think it goes with my background, but it'll give you an idea on what you can do in the spaces. So you see how you have that couch there? So many different things you could actually do, but when you're stacking elements, just make sure that it matches with the other elements. This couch looks more realistic than my cartoon plant here, so I'm not going to use that one. Let's bring the table back, right? Maybe I wanted to make a story about a stepmom and a daughter going on some type of vacation, and then they're going to have an adventure, right? So let's go ahead and find me and actual characters. You could look for characters here. Let's say, I'm going to put the black girls young, whatever you want your character to look like. Oh, look, here's one right here. Let's see, here's one here. Just for the purposes of showing you, here's a character here. She just arrived. Look at that. She just arrived. Um, Here's another character here. Look, oh, she's so cute. Look at her. Where's mommy? Okay. And if you want to, you can make one of these characters look like they're in the background. Like they're walking by, right? This could be my main character. She's a little bit bigger. Let's see if I can find some women to actually also go in to my scene here. Hmm. Let's see. See if I can find anything that I want to use. Oh, look, we got some people here we could put in the picture. These are actually two, right? They could be in the background, however you want to incorporate them, but we're not going to use them. Let's see if we can find something else that's going to help us. Let's keep looking. All right, here we go right here. These are options for you, right? Things that you don't have to use. But one thing I noticed with these particular characters is how different they look. When I look at this character here and this character, how different they look. So you may have to play with this a little bit to see exactly how you're going to match up everything. And then maybe I don't want this character in the background, right? Maybe I'm putting her right here. She looks surprised about something. I'm going to keep looking to see if I see anything that's going to match. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Other ways to get characters is also magic media. Let's type in 40-year-old. You don't have to use stepmom, but stepmom with braids and curls. Let's see, variation, standing, sitting, walking. And the reason I want to do a variation is because I might want to use this character again on a different page. So let's see what the Magic Media comes up with. And as you can see, all these characters are realistic. So maybe I want to go back and add in 40-year-old cartoon stepmom with braids. And let's do the variation again. See what I come up with. All right, so we have a few more options, right? They're all different. Let's see how this mom looks standing next to our other character. It's a maybe, right? So let's make it a little bit bigger and make her a little bit smaller, right? And then while she looks like she is about to, I don't know, very interesting, but you can actually remove the background. Click on background remover. All righty. And let's take her away. So these characters look a little bit more realistic. Let's move my table over. And then let's see, let's make mom a little taller. And then there's a way to change the position. If I click on position, I can actually move the layers. So I'm going to move up my little 9 to 10-year-old. See how she's in front now? Alrighty. Awesome. Right. So the next thing would have to do with title. You see how we made a whole scene right here? And there's so much you can add in your scene. The next thing is how quickly we can add a title to this. So let's go ahead and play with our elements here. And let's go to heading. And let's do stepmommy, right? And then let's kind of play with the effects of that. Maybe I want a different background. Let's do a splice, or let's do an outline, and let's change some of the colors. So however you want it to look, we can make it a little bit thicker. Stepmommy, because we want to call it, and then let's change the line spacing, the letter spacing to be a little bit more bigger. All right. Stepmommy. And let's add another level of text. Let's add a heading. My, here, my stepmommy. And then we can just duplicate this one. And me, right? Let's bring that over here. And then let's kind of turn stepmommy. Make it a little bit, oh, make it a little bit bigger. Oh, okay. Make it a little bit bigger. And then let's grab this one. Oh, that's all going on. Okay. My stepmommy and me. All right. Move this over. And again, your text, you could change the effects, right? Maybe you want to splice. Let's go to effects. And let's do splice. But maybe you want the splice to be thick and the offset a little bit more, or changing your direction. Of course, you'll play with it however you want it, and maybe you want the color to be different. How about a pop of red? Whatever you would like, right? And then what I'm going to do to make it easier is I am going to duplicate this. And I am going to put my stepmommy and me. And you see how, there we go. And then let's turn that a little bit, make it a little side. And you play with it. Getting ready to close it a little bit. There we go. My stepmommy and me. Maybe it's a series. My stepmommy and me adventures. My stepmommy and me vacation. So we can add another one. Move stuff up a little bit. So I can add one more words, and the words can touch each other. So my stepmommy and me, and how about we make it adventures? So adventures. Put this here. Okay, and I'm going to change my font. You can do horizon, whatever you would like to do. Your cover, right? Just making sure that you like everything that's on it. My stepmommy and me adventures, and then we have the effects, whatever effect you would like to do. Just know that you could do it for your book, right? But these are just some ways that you can come up with cover ideas for your cover. Again, I'll come back later and then walk you through some other things you could do. There's so much you can do to the scene in the background. You can add so much to the back of this text. You could group this text together. If you select all of it, group it together, group. That way you can move it at one time, move it there. You can make it smaller. You could put a big bubble behind it, so much. But I'll come back and show you a little bit more about what you could do. But